PMAC Movies back in the movie room, the newly situated movie room, mind you. And I do have some stacks of stuff that I don't think I've covered here as far as haul videos. So we're going to be taking a look at that. Various stores we're going to be taking a look at. We're going to be taking a look at Groove, Amazon, Target, Deep Discount, Hamilton Book. Some newer stuff along with some bargain stuff. So let's take a look. If you enjoy these videos, hit the thumbs up and please leave me some feedback. Appreciate all the feedback. I will get back to you guys eventually. Sometimes it takes a little while. I usually go through it like all at once and get to it, but sometimes I do forget to get back to people. I do read all of the comments and I do try to get back to everybody. So we got this. Now this is from over a decent time period because I was doing like a Shout Factory haul and an Indicator haul, and then there was some other stuff in between that I wasn't really doing. So we'll be kind of taking a look. Hopefully I'm showing everything. There's probably some stuff that I've missed here and there. Actually, I see a box set over there that I very well may not have shown. I'm going to go pick that up, actually, while you take a look at the new background in this area, because everything's kind of changed around. So some of it's probably, it's all shifted. So I did get a bunch of buy two, get one Target pre-orders from their last buy two, get one sale. So one of them's the one I just grabbed. I'm not sure if I've shown this already or not. It is this Maboose Lives collection. It is a limited edition. This has quite a few movies in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. And it seems like there's a few box sets like this coming out where it's like these sort of classic movies, and there's quite a few of them. But I haven't watched any of this yet, but it was a really nice price from that buy two get one sale, so I did grab that. I was interested enough to go ahead and purchase it. Some other things, you got to get your Asian movies in. We got Radiance's The Eel. So I think with the buy two get one, it's probably around $15, $16. So yeah, that was a beer me. There's some dogs freaking out outside, as long as it's not mine, hopefully. Another Radiance one, which I've had this one for a little while. I can't remember if I showed it off or not. It is this hard-boiled 3-pop thrillers set. 3 films by Elaine Corneau. Now, out of this set so far, I've only watched Série Noire, which was okay. It was okay. I know it's like a very highly regarded movie. Not necessarily my cup of tea per se, but I was quite excited to be able to get that set buy two get one. Hopefully, I enjoy the other 2 movies. The Série Noire wasn't bad. It just wasn't necessarily my cup of tea. A couple more Asian ones. These are also Eureka. We have The Adventurers. So this is a Ringo Lam 1995 movie. Have not watched that one yet, but sounded pretty solid. And then we have a 2-movie set, and this is a Shaw Brothers set. It is the Magnificent Chang-Chi. 2 movies on this baby. We do have the limited edition slipcover, and the movies are from 1966 and 1977, so a little time in between the 2 movies. They are both full length. They're 108 and 98 minutes, and the price of this was about the same price as one movie from Eureka, so seemed like pretty good value. Then I did get this nice box set from Synapse Films. It is a 4K set or a UHD set. It is Blue Sunshine here. This has the 4K and the Blu-ray, which I like. This also has a CD soundtrack with 13 tracks. This is from 1977, 95 minutes. I actually did watch part of this movie, but I think Charmy came home and I had to, I was doing something else, so I didn't get to finish it. It wasn't great so far. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't It wasn't great. I guess I shouldn't cover up the title, but I didn't watch a whole lot of it, so I do have to get back to it. This was, I believe, about $30, a little bit, probably less than 30. And then this is a really cool one. I was really excited to be able to get this one. It is V Cinema Essentials, Bullets and Betrayal. Really glad to get it. It's 5 discs. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies. I've watched the first 2. Both mediocre for me. I get the second one not very good for me. The first one mediocre, or the first one not very good. The second one mediocre. Let's put it that way. But it's a pretty cool set. But so far, not loving the movies. It is a nice set, though. I know some people do enjoy the movies, and hopefully I will enjoy some of the other ones more than the first 2. There might be some other... so let's take a look at the Clint Eastwood Steelbooks. I did get one of these from the Target Buy 2 Get One. Love both of these movies. I got The Outlaw Josie Wales. This, during that deal, ended up being maybe $25-ish. And I did watch this. The picture quality, amazing for all these Clint Eastwood movies. The artwork on this. The thing that's not amazing is that there's no Blu-ray. Not even the old Blu-ray. It would be nice if they could include a, like the 4K upgraded Blu-ray. And if not that, even the old Blu-ray. But this has no... Or even just include a spot for the Blu-ray in here so I could put my Blu-ray disc in here. But they didn't do any of those things. But really great transfer and artwork there. And then this movie's actually grown on me to become a PMAC classic. It is Pale Rider. I gave Pale Rider 5 Slippies. I've probably seen this movie at least 3 times, possibly 4. Love that one. Clint Eastwood, both of those obviously. Love Outlaw Josie Wales too. I gave that 4.5 out of 5. I did not get Dirty Harry. I like the Dirty Harry movies. I have them on Blu-ray. I will certainly purchase it when it's more affordable to me, maybe around the $10 mark, 10 to 12, let's say. But it's not like one of my favorites. These two were a couple of my favorites. So I did want to get the nice editions of those. Let's just continue on with Amazon. We're kind of crossing over into Amazon. They had like a little Shout Factory sale. And I did get Motel Hell here. I did not have this movie. This is it's not a 4K disc, but it's a 4K transfer on Blu-ray. Not a movie I was super excited about, but to be able to get this for, was it $13.50? It was very affordable. And then it had some slight dents in it, and they knocked off a few more dollars. So it ended up being like quite cheap, like $8 or something for that. So that was a beer me. I did get a Warner Archive Joe's Apartment. This movie sounds like kind of a fun one, so I did go ahead and get this. It ended up being around $10 with some deals. This one was part of the 3 for $33, so $11 sale. It is Hotel Artemis. I did put this in a Blu-ray case because the 4K case was not in good shape, and the artwork has got some wrinkles from the damage to that case and everything. So it is a Blu-ray 4K combo. I think they may have just refunded me for this. I can't remember what they did, but Hotel Artemis, as far as the movie, I've seen it like once and then part of another time. I've heard people really shit on this movie. I mean, it's kind of a fun popcorn movie, kind of along the lines of like a John Wick. Not as good, but along those lines. It was entertaining. I didn't think it was like terrible. Then we got another damage. Now this one is damaged extensively. We got the Shooter 4K Steelbook. Yeah, this is, look at that there, and that's just part of it. There's dents all through here. Dent there. This is all dented up. And then this is a only the 4K disc. I can't remember what they did for me. By looking at it, I feel like they should have done a full refund. I can't remember what they gave me. I mean, this was like $16, so it wasn't super cheap. It was a good deal. It's not a good deal for one that's bashed up. I mean, it's just, look at there too, up there. It's just terrible, very terrible. I can't remember what they did for me though. Now this one I think ended up being around $12. I wasn't super familiar with this. It is Fudo, the new generation, but it is at Takashi Miike. I do try to get these. It did have like a 25% off code, so I was able to get it for what I thought was a good price. Media Blasters put this out. And it says it's from a new 4K scan, so hopefully the transfer is good. This did get a 4K, a 4K Blu-ray combo, I do believe it is, but the Blu-ray was fine. Another 3 for $33, I did get Kick-Ass 2. And this is another one where it has issues. The case is broken. It's broken there. It's also broken where it latches, so it doesn't latch. And the 4K disc has scratches. I got a replacement of this. Same issues. The 4K disc had several scratches on it. The case was broken. And I believe they did end up refunding me for that. They wanted me to send the first one back, but eventually they just said keep them and we're refunding you. Both copies are pretty shitty. Like the 4K discs probably will not work properly, but I kind of gave up on that one. A couple other miscellaneous ones. Joe Masiello was kind enough to send me Piece by Piece when it went down in price a little bit on Walmart. So this is a Lego movie here. I guess it's about the story of Pharrell Williams. I didn't really know too much about it. Now, I think they were delivering this from a local store, but of course you still have the damage there. I'm not sure how they managed that. It seemed to be fine with how they packaged it and stuff. I don't know, but there's that one. And then we got Pee-wee's Playhouse here. Pee-wee's Playhouse, the complete series. This went down to like 30-something bucks, and I had a $10 off code. It was either 30 or 40 something. But this is quite a few discs. I don't know, what is this? Is it like 9 discs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm counting. So there's that one. You can get this pretty affordable, and this sort of thing might go out of print and then you'll have trouble getting it. So if you want it, you should probably get it when it's discounted a bit here. I did get some Mondo Macabros. Now, several of these are from deep discount, and some of these are from Amazon. Let's take a look. We'll go with Amazon first because I was just talking about Amazon. I guess only one of them I got. I gotten some other ones from Amazon, but I think maybe I already showed the other ones in another video. Who knows? Where's my garbage? So we got Shadow of Fear. This is one I was on the fence about. I wasn't sure if I should get it, but I did go ahead and get it. It was probably $13-ish for that one. And then so deep discount had these for like 16 something and 15% off. If you bought like three movies that were included in the sale, which not all Mondo Macabro were, but I got the main ones that I wanted. So these all ended up being around $14, which is solid for Mondo Macabro. Mondo Macabro, they don't do slip covers, but they got good movies. They have some, not every one that they put out is a good movie. So they're comparable to Vinegar Syndrome, but without the nice packaging, or, like a Shout Factory without slipcovers, of course, or Scream Factory, I should say. But they have like it's not like a lot of foreign horror stuff, but some of these movies are very highly regarded. We do have a haunted Turkish boathouse. I'm not going to show all what's on there. We got the Hungry Snake Woman. So this is Indonesian. This one looked really interesting. And they have like 2K scans. The picture quality pretty solid. They definitely got some pretty interesting movies. I mean, I've watched some of them. And some of them are very, very good. Some of them aren't very well regarded, and then I usually pass on them. This one I mostly got because of David Hemmings. It's Nothing Mama, Just a Game. I've never seen this discounted to that degree. We also have The Fear, which is pretty well regarded. Another one pretty well regarded, The Broken Mirror. This actually, it has another movie on it too, Unquiet Death, which is kind of interesting. And then the only one with a little damage, Special Silencers, another Indonesian movie. It got like damage there in the corner, which kind of stinks. But yeah, I'm trying to listen outside because Layla's out there, so I sometimes pause to try to hear what's going on, if anything's going on, when I think I hear something. But Mano Macabro, definitely, if you don't have any Mano Macabro movies and you like horror movies and or foreign movies, some of them are maybe a little bit more intense or more graphic or whatever, but there's definitely some good ones in there. I think one of them that I recently watched was, I think it was called Designated Victim. Very, very good movie. And they have some other really, really solid ones. They have some Giallo and things like that are very solid movies. So don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. We got Hamilton Book. We got a Shout Factory animated movie, Pupel of Chimney Town. I believe this was $6. I was hoping to get a Slippy, but no Slippy. We did get a Slippy on Julie Darling. This was $18. I don't see where you're going to get it anywhere close to that price. I definitely can't show the back of this one. Holy cow. Why do they have to put that right on the slipcover? Naked women. I don't understand. But this is glossy. Kind of nice there. And then we got, this was $5. We got The Scribbler. I did have DVDs of this, but there's something, issue with these DVDs of this movie. And I wonder, I was wondering if I watched this. I might have watched this movie. I can't remember. Then we got Ip Man. This one is $3. Ip Man Kung Fu Master. We did get the Wind, Demons of the Prairie with Slippy. This is what happens when you got this many movies. You're messing around with them on the shelves. It's just a matter of time, baby. And I dropped this, and I really dented the slipcover. This was $5. Apparently, the Tone Zone says that the slipcover is hard to find or whatever. This slipcover is now worthless, more or less, with that nice big dent. But the movie, let's be honest, the movie kind of sucks anyways. So if this was a movie I really liked, I would have been quite upset with myself. And I was upset with myself, but I was kind of more like, okay, I just need to take it as a learning experience. I really did not need to do what I was doing. I was trying to like move too many at once. That was stupid. I was just, I did it in pieces. Like I came up here, then I do something else. I come back, do something else, come back. So I don't get so bored with it. And I came up and it was just at the beginning of what I was doing. So I wasn't like in the groove anymore. And I took too many, dropped it, damaged the corner. Hopefully the other things I dropped hopefully didn't get damaged. I couldn't really find any damage. Actually, I got that Weird Al Yankovic 4K movie box set, or not box set, but steelbook. And at first it didn't look like there was any issues. I looked it over and there was a dent on the back of the steelbook, probably from me dropping it. But yeah, anyway, this movie sucked anyway. It wasn't that big of a dent. This one was $5. We got Without Remorse, starring Michael B. Jordan. This is a Paramount release. And then I did get 2 seasons of Inspector Lewis. I think these dropped down to $4 a piece. So this is, a PBS series, ITV Studios, Series 4 and Series 6 here of Inspector Lewis. So snag those babies. And I'm not talking to you, Siri. We just have Groove left. So Groove, and these are placed over 2 orders. Now, firstly, there is one movie that I believe I did not put on the shelf. I already put it away in a bin of movies that I don't really need out. I'm not going to watch it again. I got it with the slipcover in good condition, everything. So it's The Beast Within, starring Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. Now, I read things, the reviews looked pretty poor, so I kind of had a feeling, but I did want the movie anyway. I didn't care for the movie a whole lot. I don't feel the need to really keep it. I'm never going to watch it again, so it's put away in one of these bins, so I don't even have it out anymore. Anywho, I did, it kind of evened out here, because now these were all, how much were these? 9, 10, I think these were all $8 each. So this is what evened it out so far with watching these. Exuma, this movie was great. I love this movie. This is a Korean movie. It is 135 minutes, so it's a pretty lengthy movie. It's a horror movie along the lines of The Wailing, which I believe is also Korean. The Wailing's considered a better movie than this, but I preferred Exuma. The slipcover is also really nice and glossy. Of course, Groove got it to me with this big, gigantic crease down it. Groove, you have to get quite a few movies to get out of the bubble mailer bullshit to get an actual box from Groove. They're like as bad or worse as Amazon. I've heard maybe if you pre-order Steelbook, they'll put it in a box for you, maybe with some protection. But Exuma, this is a really great movie. One thing that Well Go is doing, they'll have the special features on the Blu-ray only, and then their 4K set only has the 4K, but it doesn't have the special features on it. So that's pretty stupid, in my opinion. You're buying the higher priced item, and you're not getting the special features, and you're just getting the 4K disc only, no Blu-ray. But I'm totally fine with just getting the Blu-ray of this movie, even though I love the movie. I thought it had several elements to it. Like, it had the horror aspect of it, but it had a good story. It had a good mystery to it. Like, I had no idea what was coming. And I thought the characters were pretty well done. The movie shifted several times. There was like different pieces to the movie where the movie really changed several times. And I thought it was really, really well done. I gave it 4.5 Slippies out of 5. Definitely one of my favorites that I've watched over the past quite a while, quite honestly. So I highly recommend Exuma if you like horror movies, if you like Asian movies. It wasn't, I don't like horror movies to be scared. I like them because they can present, unique stories. And this had a really interesting story. And there's kind of like some, I think there's some, if you research this a little bit more, I think there's more to it as far as like some of these Asian countries and some of their past history and stuff like that. Even if you don't know any of that stuff, though, it's a really great movie. Really enjoyed that one. So high recommendation for Exuma. I also got Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. This ended up being $12. But then, this is like one of the ones that has the 4K only. The Blu-ray special features are not included here. And this is more expensive. Really weird. So got that one. Then I got Sting. Was hoping this would have a Slippy. This is another Well Go one, but no Slippy on that. That was $8. Spirit Walker also $8. Was hoping for a Slippy, but I didn't necessarily think they would, but was hoping. And then Baby Assassins. I do have Baby Assassins 2 already, so I got all of those ones for $8. Besides this one, Twilight of the Warriors Walled In, 4K for $12. So that was a little bit more expensive than the Blu-rays. And then they had a deal which was 2 for $14. Again, hoping to get some Slippies on some of these. Did not. And actually they were like resealed looking ones, but when you wait, that is kind of the position you put yourself in. So these were $7 each. I would not pay you get it at the beginning. It's $20 with a slipcover. These movies are not worth it to me. Probably not to many people, quite honestly. But, some people just like to have the slipcover for everything, even if the movie's kind of eh. So anyway, we got Liam Neeson in Marlowe, which I have seen this movie before I bought it. And I knew I wanted the movie. I had actually bought the DVD of it, I think, from Goodwill, maybe for $2. This is not a very good movie. It's okay, though. It's one that I wanted. I don't know. Liam Neeson's getting up there, but that's not necessarily why the movie isn't that great. But and then this is one I wasn't sure if I had. I looked at my shelf and stuff. I don't think I had it. I did have like a Redbox rental copy, but I wanted like a proper full copy. We have Gerard Butler in Greenland, which this is a good movie. I don't remember like specifics of it, but I know me and Chermy watched this and I thought it was quite solid. A very solid disaster movie. So glad to be able to get that one. I've never seen it for $7, so went ahead and got it. Now, these ones are, I don't know. But this one looked like one that me and Chermy could enjoy. We got Pierce Brosnan in this one. It is The King's Daughter. I thought I might get a Slippy for this one. I thought wrong. It did not have a Slippy. And actually, the artwork's messed up a little bit. But I don't know. This is another one where I don't think it's been this cheap yet. And you don't know, Hamilton Book is really a way to get stuff cheap nowadays. Groove, Hamilton Book, maybe Amazon if something drops, but $7, pretty good to pull the trigger. Then we got Matthew McConaughey in The Beach Bum. Again, I was hoping for a Slippy, didn't get it. I was hoping for, one or two of these to have Slippies. None of them did. But oh well, what can you do? Heard pretty mixed things about this, but again, $7 with the digital code, which should go for at least $3. These are pretty affordable. You should be able to get for all, maybe Greenland, because Greenland's an iTunes only code. That'll probably get me 2, but the other ones I would think I could get at least 3. They're not common movies that people would find digitally, so for a digital code. So I got those ones. Those are $7 each in the 2 for $14 sale. That is everything, folks. That is all the Beer Me's. Almost a half hour's worth. Now I'm going to put all these movies on the PMAC shelf in the PMAC Movies movie room. PMAC Movies. Yeah, leave me some feedback. Hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And we will see you next time on PMAC Movies. Have a good weekend, baby.